Hello, my name is Linda Lutz, and I am a member of Bethany Evangelical Lutheran Church. And it's my pleasure to chair the Evangelism Social Ministry Committee. At the close of service every Sunday morning, we say the following before we leave the sanctuary. We say, "Go in peace, be the church, thanks be to God." In other words, as we are recessing out of the nave, we are being challenged to be the church in the community. So today, I'd like to share with you some of the activities of our committee. But before I start talking about those activities, I just wanted to give you a little background here. Pastor Pearson Shaw has challenged our members to be, as I said, more visible in the community. And where it all got started was with a cross, a concrete cross that is over 90 feet tall that is located in our plaza area, and it had not been lit for decades. Pastor Shaw thought this was a shame, so he convened the property committee and determined a way to get the cross lit. And today, it is truly a beacon in the sky, and we consider it to be an icon in the community. That being said, we hope that every time someone goes by the cross, that they see a sign of hope and that they see Bethany as a place of engagement. And now for some of the activities of our Evangelism Social Ministry Committee. One of my favorites is to go to the soup kitchen, the Hickory soup kitchen. And we have been faithful attendees at the soup kitchen for many, many years. And we have gotten to know a lot of the clients who come through to get a hot meal. And we've also, as a result of this ministry, been able to be part of the faith-based community. In other words, other churches participate, and we've gotten to know those members as well. And that demonstrates how whenever you give, you also receive. And I think that's a great example of that. We also believe that evangelism starts at home, and I was thinking to myself this morning, if someone rang my doorbell and wanted to come into my house, would they see a house that was neat or a house in disarray? And of course, a house in disarray is not very inviting. So what our committee has done is started a project called Evangelism Starts at Home. And we have taken certain areas of the church, including this library that I'm sitting in right now, preschool classroom, various areas of the church, and we've been sprucing them up because we want, when visitors come in, prospective members come in, we want them to feel welcome and that our house is in order. And we want our facilities to be used. We are very fortunate to have a lovely parish center, and that parish center has been used, for example, this past summer for a program called Inspired Learning. And it's a summer program where adolescent boys and girls are served. And in addition to that, we're getting ready to do a Kids Ready program, which is in cooperation with Catawba County Partnership for Children. And that program is for preschool children and their parents so that we can help, and the committee members can be part of this, help to get these children ready for school, either through play groups or parenting classes and things of that nature. With our Evangelism Social Ministry Committee, we've used what I call a subcommittee concept, and that enables each one of the members of our committee to be able to use their gifts. And for example, we have a duo, two gentlemen who are members of our committee, and they head up what's called our Eucharist ministry. And they go out and take communion and visit shut-ins and those individuals who are homebound and not able to come in to our church. They have become so popular with visiting that especially our lady folks really look forward to their coming. And one of the lady folks has even asked me before, where are the boys? So they really do enjoy that ministry. If we can't be in church, we're committed to making sure that our church goes out to our people. I'm a lifelong member of Bethany. My parents went here, my grandparents went here, and I am proud to be able to continue doing service as they once did. Pastor Shaw, I think, has been inspirational in connecting us to the community. And sometimes ministries happen when they're not really even planned. And what fell into our lap a few years ago was our being able to adopt Grandview Middle School, which is one of the Hickory Public Schools. And we are so glad to be part of that project, because we have been able to do a back to school program and bring those children into, and their parents, into our parish center, where they have had a hot dog dinner and been able to pick school supplies that are much needed right before school starts in late August. Pastor Shaw has also pointed us in the direction of Luther House. Luther House is a group of housing units that were first built many years ago with the assistance of this church, Bethany. And now we've begun to rekindle our relationship with Luther House through taking and sharing meals with them, playing bingo. Even some of our members of Bethany are on the board for Luther House, and so we do appreciate that ministry. A lot of times our projects are just very small but still meaningful. We have a cell phone ministry, and what happens is right before our committee meetings start, we will call one of our shut-ins. And one day we called one of our shut-ins on her birthday, and we all sang happy birthday to her. And when the song was over, we could hear her say, "Would you do that one more time?" So a lot of times it's the small things that make the difference. Albert Schweitzer once said that the purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. And that's exactly what our committee attempts to do. I've also mentioned to you in the past about Lenoir-Rhyne University and Pastor Shaw being a religion professor at Lenoir-Rhyne. And this has helped us to become even closer to the university. And even some of our members here are graduates of Lenoir-Rhyne. We have participated this fall in their Faith and Spiritual Fair, as well as their volunteer fair. And we are appreciative to Pastor Shaw for that closer connection that has been made. One of our newer ministries is our partnering with the city of Hickory, and we have established a Westmont West Hickory Association. It meets here at Bethany, again in our parish center, one time a month, and we meet with city leaders, the mayor, city council members, firefighters, and other city officials. And each month we have a different program on a variety of topics, and guest speakers come in. And what we're trying to do, our goal here, is to enhance the quality of life for the residents of the Westmont West Hickory area. We're pleased and excited that in a couple of hours, an event will begin called Oktoberfest. And at Oktoberfest, we are very visible. We have a personalized tent with our name on it. And this year, for the very first time, we will be selling crafts that were actually handmade by our members here at Bethany. Again, this is an opportunity for us to be visible in the community. We've gotten really well known also for a bazaar that we do annually, and it's always the first Saturday of November. And this year we're proud to say that we'll have over 40 vendors at that event. One other ministry is our Blessing of Warmth ministry, and that's where we can collect coats, gently used coats for all ages, and we also purchase some new items such as hats and gloves and scarves to go along with that, and we are able to pass those items on to folks at the Salvation Army. I'd just like to end by sharing a verse from the 16th chapter of Mark, and it says, "And he, Jesus, said to them, go into all the world and proclaim the gospel to the whole creation." It doesn't say come, it says go, and that's what we are doing here at Bethany. Do come by and visit us. You're welcome anytime. Thank you.